Okay, whatever diagram I'm showing to you in the last class continuation. Okay, we have built a console based application so that the user is communicating with console. That's what I'm calling. It's called console based application. Okay, in Eclipse we are calling it's called Java perspective. But now I want to build web based application. Web based application. Okay, in Eclipse we are calling it's called Java EE perspective. Java EE perspective. In the case of console based application, user is communicating with console. You guys are with me?
Sir.
In the case of
Karan.
application, the user is communicating with, can you help me? Communicating with web page. Is it clear now? It's called browser. Browser web page. Browser is not a web page actually. Browser is used to communicate with the web page. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Anyone is having any questions now? My voice is clear, right? Actually, I'm suffering with cold.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are going to build a web-based application. In order to build, now tell me, if you open the Eclipse, are you able to see at right top corner, there are some perspective. If I click on this, are you able to see some icon here? Are you able to see quick access? After quick access, are you able to see some button? Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see open
Yes,
perspective?
sir. Open perspective.
Just click on.
Yes, sir.
These all are perspectives. Perspective in the sense kind of environments. Okay, whatever we are using now, that's called Java perspective. Whatever we are using now, it's called Java perspective. Till today, we are using Java perspective. Now, click on this. There is one more perspective. Are you able to see Java EE?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Java EE perspective. Okay, now onwards, I'm going to use the Java EE perspective. Simple one. If you want to build a console-based application, go with the Java perspective in Eclipse. If you want to build console-based application, go with the Java EE perspective. If you want to build JPA application, go with the JPA perspective. Like if you want to go for Spring application, go with the Spring perspective. Like that, each and every application, the respective environment will be provided by the Eclipse. Clear now? Yeah. Okay. Now what is the difference here? Now if you go with this here, okay, in this one, are you able to see problems, Java tag, declaration, console? Are you able to see anything here? Anything here? Server concept here? Are you able to see anything here? Server? No. Okay.
No.
Look at now. Click on this. I'm going with the Java EE perspective. Look at now. Your perspective is going to be changed now. Changed or not? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Your perspective is going to be changed. I'm removing this outline. I'm removing this task list to make my window bigger. Okay. Now come down here. Are you able to see there's an option is called servers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Whenever you are seeing the servers like this, okay, we are calling it's called Java EE perspective. Java EE perspective. Even if it is not available, it's closed. Go to the Windows, show view. Okay, you can observe here servers option. It will come again. Okay, so just make a note
Yes,
of
sir.
the points, guys.
Okay.
On paper and write that. Every time you cannot see the video, please keep in mind that. Windows, show
Okay.
view. Okay, look at now. Show view. There is server. Okay, I don't know. Do we have any console here?
No.
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 Okay, window, show view, console. Console came now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like this we can play with this. Now, we are in which perspective now? Come on,
Java perspective.
Java or Java
Java EE.
EE perspective now. Why Java EE perspective? Which application you want to build now?
Yes, sir. Web-based application.
Application.
We use Java EE.
Build web-based applications, right? Now, look at now. Okay, if you want to build a web-based application, now look at now. The user wants to communicate with what now? Tell me. The user wants to communicate with what now? Web page.
Page.
Not console. You understood what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
If he is communicating with the console, it's a console-based application, no man.
Yes, sir.
What we want to communicate now? It's a web page.
Web page.
You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Now you want to communicate with what now? You want to communicate with the web page. Only you are following.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You want to communicate with web page. Okay, in order to get the web page, if you run the Java program, do you think that web page will come? If you run the Java program, okay, web page will come?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, right? Yes or no? If you run the Java program, what will come? Okay, console will come. But I want to get the web page. Now tell me how to get a web page.
We have right.
Huh? Fast guys. I want to get a web page. How to get a web page? Already I asked you to write to learn that one, right? I asked you to create registration form, login form, right? Did you done that?
Yes, sir.
By using which language you are taken? Fast.
HTML.
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 HTML. We should write HTML pages. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
So we should run some HTML pages. The one is registration form, second one is login forms, and like the HTML pages. When you run the HTML page, okay, web page will come or not?
Yes, sir.
Web page will come. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Now HTML. Now this HTML wants to communicate with a Java program. Are you able to see the communication now? HTML program is want to communicate with Java program. Okay, but if the HTML program wants to communicate with the Java program, the Java program should not be a normal Java program. The Java program must be a servlet. Clear now? You guys are with me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Java program, okay, it's not a normal program. It should be a servlet program. Keep in mind that. I'm repeating once again. If an HTML program, if a HTML program wants to communicate with a Java, the Java program should not be a normal program. The Java program should be a servlet. The Java program should be a servlet. Now, what is
Servlet.
a servlet? Is a simple Java program which is going to communicate with HTML pages, front-end pages. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now next, but servlet, okay, servlet will not run independently. Keep in mind that. Servlet will not run independently. Servlet must be placed into one more things. Are you able to see boxes? Please try to understand the diagram. Servlet will not run independently. Servlet must be placed in one place that is called server. Am I clear now? Servlet must be placed in a
Yes, sir.
server.
Server.
It's called container. Whatever you want to call, you can call. Okay, it must be placed. Servlet will not run independently. Is that clear now? Diagram now. Okay. Now, whenever you run the web page first communicating with server is communicating with servlet is communicating with DAO is communicating with database. Yeah. Anyone is having any questions on this now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Vijay, you're following? Vijay, you're following the flow? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're understanding now? Okay. Look at now. Okay. Can I say it's a database?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I say it's an HTML page?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is an HTML. Is it okay? It's a one technology or not? It's a Oracle.
Yes, sir.
It's a one technology or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I want the user is communicating with whom now? HTML, right?
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys. Okay. Generally, I'm saying the outline. Okay. Is
Yeah.
with what now? HTML. He's entering the data into the HTML. He's entering
Yes, sir.
the data into HTML. This data I want to store into the Oracle database.
Okay, sir.
In the Oracle database, there is a one table. In the table, you want to store. You guys are with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Here is one table. In this table, we want to store the data. But HTML will not directly communicate with Oracle.
Okay, sir.
There is no direct way. So that internally it will use a Java program. Are you following now?
Yes, sir.
It can be Java program, it can be .NET program, it can be PHP program. That's called middleware programs. It will use one Java program. But this Java program, it's not a normal Java program. It's not a normal Java class. If it is normal Java class, will it communicate with HTML?
No.
No, sir.
If it is normal Java program, it will not communicate with the HTML. You guys are with me what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that this Java program must be a which program now? Servlet.
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 Servlet is also Java program only, no doubt in that. It's having its own functionalities like JDBC. Okay, servlet. Okay, if it is servlet, will it communicate with HTML now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Okay, servlet will communicate with HTML, but provided the servlet must be placed into one server.
Server.
Why? Because servlet will not run on its own. Because servlet will not contain any main method.
okay, sir.
Now onwards, we are not writing any main method. If it is a main method, it will run it automatically on its own. But servlet will
Okay, sir.
contain its own. It will not contain main method. Is that clear now?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, sir.
Now HTML is communicating with server. Server is communicating with servlet. Any questions now till this point?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Servlet is a simple Java program or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Okay. Suppose in the HTML page we entered 6 values. How many values?
6
6
values.
values.
6 values. Once I click the submit button, the 6 values are coming to. Okay. The 6 values are coming to servlet. You guys are with me?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Values are coming to the servlet. These 6 values I want to store into the database. Now tell me how you can communicate with the database. By using which concept you are communicating with the database. Yesterday you are done. By using which concept you are communicating with the database.
JDBC.
JDBC. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. The JDBC code we are going to write into the servlet.
Okay, sir.
You guys are with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, by writing the JDBC code, you know insert query. Yesterday we have stored 3 values. Now
Yes, sir.
we store 6 values.
Yes, sir.
This is simple diagram. If you're having any questions, you can ask me now.
No, sir.
Ajay, you guys are with me?
No, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
can I write JDBC code in servlet?
Yes.
Yes, that's a Java program. Okay, but
Yes, sir.
not write JDBC code in servlet. Can we write? Yes, but as a standard, we should not write.
Not right.
Okay, sir.
If
Okay,
you
sir.
want to write, you can write. But as a standard, we should not write. You remember the first diagram, this one? Okay, this JDBC code. Okay, you are following?
Yes, sir.
Vijaya,
Yeah.
I'm taking multiple diagrams, guys, for your sake. If you're having any questions, please let me know. You're with me?
Yes, sir.
Now what I'm going to do, this JDBC code. This JDBC code I will not write in the servlet. Then what I'm going to write, I'm writing separate class for that. You're understanding what I'm trying to say?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Writing separate class for that. Now this JDBC code, instead of writing in the servlet, this JDBC code we are writing into where? In this Java class. What we are calling this Java class? Murali, Vijay, Ajay.
Ah,
I'm giving one name to this. Whenever you write JDBC code in Java class, that what is Java class name?
Java Beans.
Huh? What is that?
DB connection.
DAO. DAO class.
I told you no, ma. This only you are using. Yeah. Now, you understood this diagram now? Anyone is having any questions on this?
no, sir.
Now, shall we implement this? Shall we implement this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's implement this first. Right? If you want to implement this, first you need to know, you should understand that. Okay. Okay. Step one. Okay. Which application we are going to build now? Web-based application or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Need
sir.
server.
Okay. Web-based application. For web-based application, okay. Okay. Which one first? We need one external concept. What is that? What we need? Step one.
Sir.
Excellent. Step one. Need server. You guys
Yeah.
with me? Need
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
web server. Okay. There are different kinds of web servers, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Apache Tomcat.
Apache Tomcat is one server. Okay. JBoss is one server. Glassfish is one server. Okay. We are going to use in the real time. It's a commercial server.
IMI Express.
Okay. They're like that.
IM Express.
What is that? Murali?
IM Express.
I am Express, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am Express. Okay. Okay. But I didn't use this till now. Okay. These things. Now these servers we need to add to our Eclipse first. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
We need to add to the Eclipse. Now, if you want to add to the Eclipse, first we should download the Eclipse, Tomcat server. I'm putting the Tomcat server. It's an open source. We can use directly. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Apache Tomcat. Which Eclipse you are using?
Oxygen.
Oxygen, great. If you're using oxygen, then directly you can go with Tomcat 9. Ajay, which one you are using?
I'm using Neon 3, sir.
Neon 3. Okay, you can go with Tomcat 8. You, Ajay?
But I think so. It's Kepler.
Huh?
It's Kepler.
You're using Kepler.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Huh? Okay, check that which one you are using. Based on that, you can use the appropriate Tomcat server because you are otherwise your Eclipse will not support. Please try to use latest version. That's better. Okay, I'm going to the Tomcat 8.5. I would say Tomcat 8.5 here. Tomcat 8 software downloads. Come down. You can
Okay,
download
sir.
zip file here. If you are using latest version, tar. Otherwise, zip. Okay, I'm going to download this one 64 GB, 64-bit Windows zip. You get it?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I downloaded that.
Yes, sir.
And I downloaded, extracted. Once you extract, okay, better I'm going to place in the C drive. Or you would see Apache Tomcat.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Once you download it, you will get your zip file, extract it, and place into the Apache Tomcat here. Better place into the C drive. Wherever you want to place, you can place. That's up to you. I'm saying the best location is C drive. Okay. Now, when you extracted, folder in a folder will come, but be careful. Apache Tomcat, once you open this, what folder is coming? Bin folder. Is that clear now? Bin
Yes, sir.
configuration libs is folder, web apps. Okay, this is called your Apache Tomcat thing, right? Now, once you get this I placed here now. Okay, if you when you are extracting, it come in Apache Tomcat in Apache Tomcat, but be careful. It should be once you open the Apache Tomcat, it should be only in the bin folder. You understanding what I'm trying to say?
Okay, sir.
When you extracted, okay, it will come in a folder, right? There is a chance. There is a chance, in the sense you are not understanding what I'm trying to say. Web server. Are you able to see Apache Tomcat here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, when you extracted here, okay, it's a folder. Inside the folder, what is there?
Pin.
Bin. Okay,
Bin.
leave this. I'm going to delete this now. Okay, again, I'm going to extract. Instead of extracting here, I'm saying that extract to Apache Tomcat. Now, there is one folder. Inside, there is one more folder. Are you able to see?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It should not be like that. Keep in mind that. If it is like this, we need to set the path inside that. Here now. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Now, adding server to the Eclipse. Need web server. Then look at now. We need to add. Look at now. Right. We need to add web server. Yes or no? We need to add
Yes, sir.
server to the. Please make a note on this to the Eclipse. This is the first two guys. Which server we are going to add now? Which server we are going to add?
Tomcat.
Tomcat.
Apache Tomcat.
Close these all things. Yeah. Are you able to see servers option? When you will see the servers option, the Java perspective or Java EE perspective?
Java W perspective.
In the Java EE perspective, look at now. Are you able to see this? Are you able to read this link?
Yes, sir. No servers are available. Click this link to create a new server.
Server. Either you can click on this or you can say right click, new. Anything is okay. Server.
Okay, sir.
If you open the server, there are different kinds of servers are available. If your desired server is not available, you can download from the help marketplace. But I'm going to use Apache. In the Apache, which server we are going to use now?
8.5.
If you download 9, use 9. If you download 8, use 8. If you download 7, use 7. Depends on your system. Your Eclipse. Are you following now?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay. I'm going to the next. It will ask the browse location. Just click on the browse. Go to your location wherever you place. I placed it Apache Tomcat. Are you able to see? Once you select, you will see bin folder. Till that point, we need to select. Okay. Are you able to see now my browser location? Sorry, my Tomcat location.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that, next, save finish. Are you able to see now Tomcat server now?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This one. Now we need to test whether it's running or not. If you want to run, are you able to see the start button is there? Yes or no? Start button or else right click. Okay, start. Anything is okay. Check whether it's running or not. When it's running, it may show some exception. Are you able to see some error it came?
Okay, sir.
Can you read this error fast?
Starting Tomcat v8.5 server at localhost has encountered a problem.
Okay, next.
Port 88.
Port
Read, guys.
required by Tomcat v8.5 server at localhost is already in use. The
Wait.
server may already be running.
Wait. Port 8080 required by Tomcat 8.5 server at localhost is already in
Use.
Yes.
already told you. Each and every server will contain some port number or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Database server will contain what port number? Oracle server 1521. Come on, guys. Yesterday I told you 1521.
Yes, sir.
MySQL will contain what? 3306. It's a default port numbers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tomcat default port number is what?
8080.
80.
8080. What is saying that?
Yes.
8080, the port number is already used by some other system, some other process. Are you following now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then what we should do? We should change that. If you find this kind of problems, if you want to change that, double click on the server. Once you double click on the server, you will get some window. Are you able to see here?
Okay, sir.
Okay, here are you able to see 8080 port number? Change it to some number. 9090 I'm changing. Give the 4 digits. And okay, change the supporting port numbers also. Better I'm going to give the 8015 and this I'm going to give 8019. Is that clear now?
Okay,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yeah, just check that. Now look at now. Now this I'm going to run now. Start. Now your server is going to be started now. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can see the console. Server startup in 860 milliseconds. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, this is the first step we should do, guys. Okay, next. Okay, next look at now. Step 2. These are only one-time activities. Step 2. Okay. Now, generally, if it is a web based, if it is a normal console based application, which project you are creating? Which project you are creating? Normal Java project. Are you able to see server tab came here now? Are you able to see server tab came here now? Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If you are creating the console based application, which project you are creating, guys? Come on, ma. Why waste time?
Java
Which project you are creating?
Servlet.
If it is normal project, till now what kind of project you created? Java project, right?
Simple Java project, yes, sir.
Java project. But now we are going to create a file new. Something is called dynamic web project. What is that?
Dynamic web project.
Dynamic web project. We need to create dynamic web project. Keep in mind this new, other, or just type here dynamic web project. Are you able to see dynamic?
Web project. Yes, sir.
What kind of project it is? Web project.
Web project.
Is that clear now? Next. With
Yes, sir.
dynamic web project. It's as the dynamic project name. I'm giving my project name is called employee web. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Employee.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at the Tomcat 8.5 server. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It should be in Tomcat 8.5. It should not be in none. It should be in Tomcat 8.5. Keep in mind this. Next. Okay. There is a folder is called SRC folder. SRC means what?
Source.
Source. Okay. All .java files we are placing into the source folder. Keep in mind that. Next. There is a one more folder is going to be created. What is the folder?
Web
Web
content.
content. Okay. If you want to change this name, you can change. But I'm not changing. I'm going with the standard way. Okay. SRC folder contains all .java files. Web content will contain all front-end files. .html files, .jsp files, .javascript files, .css, images. Okay, these all things are available in the web content. Mainly, we should focus on these two folders, guys. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one is called, look at now, generate web.xml file. Okay, the name is called deployment descriptor. I will explain to this later, but I'm checking this. I'm going to finish. Tell me how many folders I explained to you now. How many folders I explained to you guys? two folders, right? One is called SRC folder, second one is called web content
SRC,
folder.
web content.
Yes or no?
Yes,
There
sir.
are two folders, one is called SRC folder, second one is called web content folder. Keep in mind these two things. Okay, in the
Okay,
web
sir.
content folder we are placing HTML files. In the SRC folder we are placing .java files. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the second step is also done. Okay, creating which project we are creating? Java project or Dynamic web project?
Dynamic web project.
Murali, Vijaya,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dynamic. Vijaya, you are there?
Web project.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Creating Dynamic project. Any questions? How many folders we need
No,
to
sir.
put in that? One is called SRC folder, second one is called web content folder.
Web content folder.
Correct? In SRC folder, we are placing all .java files. Keep in mind this. In the web content folder, okay, we are placing HTMLs, we are placing .jsps, we are placing CSS, we are placing .js, JavaScript, and we are placing images. It is about step 2. If you are having any question till this point, you can ask me now. Next, I am focusing on now servlet. What is servlet? A servlet is a simple Java program. Okay, first time, only one time activity, guys. Only understand only one time. If you understand one time, enough. Same like JDBC only. Can I say it is a Java program?
Simple Java program. Yes, sir.
It's going to extend. Look at now. It's going to extend a class called. It's going to extend a class called HTTP servlet. The moment the class is extending HTTP servlet, I'm calling this class called normal Java class. Suppose a class simple. Look at now. It is simple Java class or not?
Yes, sir.
It is simple Java class. The moment it extends, look at now, extends HTTP servlet. The moment it extends HTTP servlet, I'm calling it called a servlet class. Blindly we say it's a servlet class. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is servlet class. Or there is one more class called generic servlet. If it is extending generic servlet, I can say it's a servlet class. Or there is an interface called servlet itself. It implements servlet. Why am I using the word called implement?
It's an interface
It's an interface.
Guys,
we are going to inherit interface.
we are going to inherit interface. Then our class becomes servlet class. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you are implementing servlet in Java. Okay, if you are implementing servlet interface in Java. Okay, if you are implementing servlet interface, okay. Now, if the servlet interface is having some methods, we need to override all the methods or not? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if the servlet interface is having 10 methods, we need to override all the 10 methods or not?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, tell me, what is servlet? Can I see the interface? From which package? With the package?
Java X dot servlet.
Java.servlet.
Now I forgot servlet. It's implementing to which class?
generic servlet.
Generic.
Generic servlet.
Come down. How many methods it contains? What is the first method? Descriptor.
Destroy.
Destroy.
Servlet config. Get servlet info.
Servlet info.
Get
Get
service.
servlet config.
Okay. Service. Service is taking how many parameters? Servlet,
2.
servlet response. I'll explain this all.
Request and response.
Total how many methods are there? 5 methods.
5, sir. 5.
5 methods. So suppose if your class is implementing servlet interface, How many methods we need to override now?
5.
5 methods.
Need to override 5 methods. Come on, guys. Yes,
5 methods.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
5 methods. But I want to implement only 3, not 5. Is it possible? No.
No, sir.
Okay. So that what I'm going to do. Okay. Already generic servlet is implementing servlet interface. Yes or no? Are you able to see? Generic servlet is implementing which interface? Servlet interface. It's already overridden all the methods. Are you able to see? Get destroy is overridden. Yes or no? Get servlet config.
Okay, sir.
Init is overridden. Is that me? Servlet is also
Yes.
overridden. You understood what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Already generic servlet is implemented, overridden, implemented all servlet methods, servlet interface methods, plus some extra methods also. Yes or no? So
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
instead of implementing servlet interface, what I'm going to do now this time, I'm going to extend, okay, generic servlet. What is the advantage of this? Whatever you want to override, you can override only those things. Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
You can override only those what we want. Can I say like that?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vijay, you are following what I'm trying to say? Okay.
Yeah.
This generic server,
Yes, sir.
if the name itself is generic, it can handle any kind of request. It can handle, okay, any type of request. Any type of request. But most of the cases, we are focusing on only HTTP request. If you open any website, any web page, what is the protocol we are using?
HTTPS.
HTTP. HTTPS. Okay. So that instead
Yes,
of going for generic servlet, okay, that I want to go for a specific one because 99% we are going to use the HTTP request only. So that we are going for instead of generic servlet, I will go with simple extend HTTP servlet class. You guys are with me? I'll go with
Yes, sir.
HTTP servlet.
Okay, sir.
I'll show you that one HTTP servlet also now. Come to down. Implementing classes. Are you able to see? Direct line subclass. Okay, generic servlet subclass is what?
HTTP server.
You guys are with me? HTTP servlet is a direct subclass of generic servlet now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now look at now. What I'm going to do is, if you go for HTTP servlet, look at the hierarchy. I'm clicking the HTTP servlet now. Okay. If you are extending HTTP servlet, which means that you are extending generic servlet also or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that we are going for specific servlet, HTTP servlet. Yeah. If you're having any questions, you can ask me now. Okay. In this, mainly we are focusing. Look at now. HTTP servlet superclass is what?
Generic
sir.
servlet.
Okay, if you are overriding the HTTP servlet, sorry, if you are inheriting HTTP servlet, which means that you are inheriting the generic servlet also. And a simple story is there. Okay, now if you go for generic servlet, mainly we are focusing on 3 methods. We are calling it called lifecycle methods. Whatever we discussed. One is called init. Second one is called service. Third one is called. Mainly we are focusing on these 3 methods, guys. Okay, coming to the same methods in the HTTP servlet, init is common. Okay, instead of send the service, we are calling it called do get or do post. You guys are with me? Okay, next one is
Okay, sir.
these are the methods
Destroy.
to override. Is it compulsory to override all the methods?
Not
Nowadays,
necessary.
no, sir. Not necessary because you are using generic servlet.
Either generic servlet or HTTP servlet, it's not required. If you are implementing
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
servlet interface, it's required. Now, the other
Right.
methods, guys. Okay, init service destroy or init do get or do post or destroy. Do get or do post. It will come to the HTTP servlet only. Is that clear now? I'll tell you what is the reason here. Right. Coming to the service, it's taking 2 parameters. One is called servlet request,
Servlet response.
comma, servlet response. It's a generic type. Which request, which response, either any specific one? There are multiple requests. Okay, HTTP request. Are you following? SMTP
Yes,
request,
sir.
FTP request. There are
Yeah.
multiple protocols. There is no specific thing. It's called gen. That's what we are calling it generic. Coming to the do get, here I can say HTTP servlet request. Are you following now? I can say HTTP servlet response. You guys
Yes, sir.
we can specify here. Okay, it's a what I'm trying to say is whatever I'm saying the third one is specific one. Okay, the first one is called generic one. Okay, then what about this do get or do post? Okay, in the case of have you heard about get request and post request in the HTTP? Have you heard about the what is called get and post? Okay,
Yes, sir.
those things I'll explain to you if you're not understanding. Is it clear now how to define the servlet now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to this. Now which servlet we are going to now servlet is a Java class or normal class? Java class only, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Create web content or SRC?
Web content.
Hey,
SRC, sir. SRC. It's a Java class.
right click, new. You want to create a class or you want to create a servlet?
Servlet.
Servlet. Look with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Java class. Package I'm going to give com dot info dot. I'm calling it a controller. I'll tell you why I'm calling it a controller. My Java class name is called. Is it clear now? You speak out, guys. Then only I will understand.
Okay, sir.
On today's class, the basic class, form.info.controller. Okay, what's the class?
Welcome.
Welcome. What is super class for this? What is super class is coming?
HTTP servlet.
HTTP servlet.
From which package it's coming? By default it's coming. Look at now.
Java.servlet.
Read fully, not servlet.
Java.servlet.http.
There are two packages. Generic servlet filter will come Java X dot servlet. Stop here only. But coming to this one, there is one more package will come inside. Java X dot stop.
Servlet.
PDP. Is that clear now? The package name?
Yes, sir.
Read out the package properly. Java X dot
Java.servlet.http.
next. Okay, next. I would see different kinds of methods. I'm going to use some methods
Yes,
here.
sir.
Init method, destroy method, do get, do post. Finish.
Request.
Look at now, some methods will come automatically. Just I'm removing these commenting lines for your understanding. Look at now, it's a init method, it's a destroy method, it's a do get method, yes or no? It's a do post method. I'm calling it's called OR. I'll tell you why OR. How many methods we are having now?
4.
Don't say 4, 3 only. Okay, do get or do post. Is that clear now?
Okay. Okay, sir.
What are you following? You there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, subnet.
Yes, sir.
You ready the subnet? How many methods you will focus mainly?
3 methods.
3 methods. Okay. See, I don't want to override init method. Can I? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir.
I don't want to override this method also. Can I?
Okay, sir.
That's up to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, guys? That's
Yes,
up
sir.
to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, as of now, look at now. I'm overriding all the methods. Okay. Now, keep in mind is, do we have any main method here?
No, sir.
No.
When there is no main method, how this subnet is going to be invoked? Okay. The subnet will be invoked with the annotation is called @ web servlet annotation. Are you able to see there is an annotation? There is a on top. There is a one annotation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Are you able to see there is some annotation here? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. It's the web servlet. Yes, sir.
Web servlet. Okay. Are you able to see some name over there?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay.
/welcome.
By default, your class name becomes your servlet name, servlet URL. I'm calling generally we are calling it's called URL. Is that clear now?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay, URL. Okay. Now by default, your class name becomes URL. If you want to change this, you can change. I'm going to give wish. You can change that. 99% will change that. I'm calling now.
Okay, sir.
Now I want to invoke this. Now look at now. I'm going to add some messages here now. System.out.println. Look at now. Init is called. Okay. System.out.println. Do is called. Okay. System.out.println. Do post is called. Okay. System.out.println. Okay. Destroy is called. You understand now? Destroy is
Yeah.
yeah. Tell me. Simple questions. How many ways we can invoke the sublet? How many ways we can create the sublet?
2 ways.
2 or 3. How many ways I shown you just now?
3, sir.
3. Okay. One is first one. What is the first one? By implementing
Implementing
sublet.
servlet.
Second one by extending.
And by extending
Extending
the
generic servlet
Okay.
and
What is third one?
doing HTTP.
HTTP server.
HTTP servlet.
One we are recommending.
HTTP server.
Using HTTP servlet.
Which package we are using?
Java x.servlet.http.
Java X means advanced version. Nothing other than that. Java means
Okay, sir.
basic version. Java X means advanced
Basic
version.
version.
Nothing other than that. Java different package. Different product in the sense we are entering into the Java EE Enterprise Edition. Enterprise Edition package. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, how many methods we are overriding? Generally,
3 methods.
3 methods. What are 3 methods?
Init, doGet or doPost, and destroy.
Excellent. Is that clear now? How servlet is going to be identified? How servlet is going to be identified?
By using the annotation web servlet.
By using the annotation called @ web servlet. Means we are configuring the servlet by using annotation. And come to that point later. Just try to understand this. It's an annotation. Are you following now?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Anyone is having any questions now?
No.
No. But who will invoke this? This is invoked by the HTML page. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Invoked by the HTML page. Okay. Now we are going to write HTML page now. Next step. You understand now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next HTML page. Right, HTML page I'm going to create. Okay, where you want to create HTML page? SRC folder or in content, web content?
Web content.
Content. Right click on the web content, new. Are you able to see HTML file here?
HTML file. Yes, sir.
You don't need to worry about this. By default, it will come HTML file. Okay, I'm giving my HTML file name is called index. So name you want to give, you can give. Is that clear now?
Okay, sir.
Okay, are you able to see head section and body section? Did you create anything?
Yes, sir. No. Title.
Index page.
Next page.
Okay, here. Now, by using HTML page, we can invoke the servlet in 2 ways, guys. One is using hyperlink. Are you following now? Second one is using form submission. You understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many ways we can invoke? From HTML to servlet, how many ways we can invoke? 2 ways. Either through hyperlink or through form submission. Okay, now look at now. I'm going to create one hyperlink. A means anchor tag, href. Have you heard about these things?
Yes, sir.
Click me.
Which reference?
Can I say it's a reference? It's an hyperlink?
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys. Hyperlink.
Yes, sir.
Next one is called form. Did you create a form till now?
Yes, sir. In the
Yes,
registration
sir.
form.
Yes, sir.
Input type equal to submit.
Texts.
Not text. Submit button I'm creating, not text field.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So once you run this, I want to run this HTML page. Right click, run as what I'm going right now?
Run on server.
Run on server. Your HTML page is running on the server now. Look at how it lasts the window like this. Just say checkbox. Next. Okay, this is called deployment location. Just say employee web. Finish. Okay, it's asking restarting the server. Restart the server. It will work out now. Your server is running. By default, your window will come like this. Are you able to see web page came?
Yeah.
By default,
Yes, sir.
Eclipse will use internal browser. By default, Eclipse will use internal browser. But I want to use my Google Chrome. I want to use my Mozilla Firefox. Okay, then go for Windows web browser. Are you able to see?
Okay, sir.
By default, what is coming? Internal web browser. But I want to use my default system web browser. Click on this. Right click. Run on server. Are you able to see page came now?
Okay, sir.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my page came now. This is the base. Now, once I click on this hyperlink, which one you want to invoke? Your servlet. Okay, how your servlet is going to be identified? With this URL. Please provide this URL in this, okay, href. Are you able to see?
Okay, sir.
Okay, the same URL provided to the action. Is that clear now?
Okay, sir.
Okay, now we'll try this now. Right click, run on server. Okay, look at this now. Whenever you click on this now, click me. Tell me what is called.
Unit is
Unit is called.
Hey, why it displaying on the console? Because I written system.out.println. System.out.println displays where? On the console or not?
Yes, sir.
Next. Okay. Again, I'm going back. Again, I'm clicking. What is coming now?
Do get is called.
Do get is calling. Again, I'm clicking. Again, I'm clicking. Again, I'm clicking.
Do get is called.
Do get is
Yes,
called.
sir.
Do get is called. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Do get is called or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now tell me, how many times do get is called?
5 times.
number of times.
5 times. If I click again do get will be called or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now tell me, how many times init is called?
Only once.
Only once.
Once.
Init will be called only once. Do get will be called on each and every request. You understand my concept?
Okay, sir.
Do get is called on each and every request. Okay. Now, look at now. Whenever I click on the hyperlink, do get is calling or do post is calling.
Do get is calling.
Hyperlink will generate always get request. Keep in mind this. Hyperlinks will generate always get request. Because of that reason, we call always do get. Am I clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Form. By default, it also generates. It also generates.
Generate.
It also generate get request. If you want to check this, you can check. Look at now. I'm clicking the button. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
It's not coming. Huh? 1 minute. Are you able to see what is coming? What is coming? Do get or do post?
To get.
Do get. Because always form is also by default which request? Get request. We can change that by using an attribute is called method. Are you able to see, guys? When I say M control space, by default what is coming? Hey, you are with me?
Method post.
By default which one is coming? Get. If you want to change this, we can change. It's called post. Okay. Now look at now.
Yeah.
Coming back, refresh. Tell me which one is calling when I click the button.
Do post.
Ajay, Murali. Yes or no? When you click on the hyperlink, which one is calling?
Do
Do
post.
get. When I click the hyperlink, do get.
How?
When I click the button, it's a do.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do? Okay. I want to kill the process now. Look at now. Servers. I want
Yes.
to undeploy the application. Add and remove all, finish. I'm undeploying the application. Whenever you undeploy the application, you can observe my console. Destroy will be called now. Observe my console. Yeah. Are you able to see destroy is called?
Yes, sir.
This is not the right way. Actually, I'm showing you destroy. Now tell me how many times it will be called?
Once.
Only once. That is at the beginning. Can I select that?
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
How many times destroy will be called?
Once.
At the ending. Yes or no? Only once. How many
Yes,
times
sir.
do supposed to be called? On each request.
On each
Sir,
request.
no. On each Request.
Yes, sir.
Any,
Request.
any question till this point now?
No, sir.
You understood now? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
How we are invoking the servlet now? How we are invoking the servlet? By using HTML. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How many ways we are invoking from HTML?
3 ways.
Hey, what are 3 ways?
Init, service, and
How many ways we are invoking, ma? How many ways we are invoking the servlet? How many ways we are calling the servlet?
3 ways.
Tell me, Murli, what are the 3 ways?
Mm, uh, generic servlet HTTP.
That is implementing servlet, ma. You don't understand that one. That is implementing servlet in 3 ways. That is called by using filter servlet interface. Second one is called generic servlet and HTTP servlet. One thing that how many ways we are invoking, how many ways we are calling. I'm showing this page and I'm asking 2 ways. One is
2 ways, sir.
this,
H reference and action.
second one is called form. What happened, Vijay?
okay.
By using hyperlink, we are invoking the servlet. Invoking means calling, hitting. By using hyperlink, we are
Okay,
invoking
sir.
the servlet. By using form, we are invoking the servlet.
Servlet. Okay, sir.
Hyperlink will generate always what kind of request?
To get.
Do get. Okay, it's actually it's a get request. Get request. Get request will invoke do get method.
Okay, sir.
Tell me, form will generate what kind of request?
Get and post.
Get and post. Excellent. It generates both get and post. I'll tell you what is the difference. Get and post. Okay. By default, it's get. Can
Okay,
it
sir.
post? Yes. It's called method equal to post. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If my servlet contains only do get method, can I use hyperlink?
Yeah.
Yes. Can I use the form?
Yes, sir. With only action.
Exactly. My request is if my servlet is having do get method, can I use a hyperlink? Yes. Can I use the form?
Yes.
Yes. If my
Yes.
servlet is having only do post method, can I use hyperlink?
No.
No. Is it clear now? We cannot use. Can
Yes,
I
sir.
use the form? Yes. Is it clear now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
A simple next requirement is same diagram this one only.
Okay, sir.
I want to create one simple registration form. Please try to understand this. The simple registration form I want to create. Is it clear now?
Okay, sir.
It is my registration form. Can I say it's HTML form now? Come on, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a number, name, gender,
Okay, sir.
okay, salary, username, and password. 6 fields. Is it clear now?
Okay, sir.
With the 6 fields, I want to create one nice registration form. Right? Once I click the submit button, there is one servlet. Can I say servlet? Past case. Servlet will be placed where? Inside what?
In the source folder.
Okay, no problem. Okay, inside what? Server or not? Which server we are using?
Yes, sir.
Tomcat server?
Okay.
Tomcat.
Now, whenever you click the submit button,
Yes, sir.
submit button. Is that clear now? We are having one submit button. Once you click the submit button, first your request will goes to where? Come on, guys.
So the
Servlet.
Server. First your request will go to
Servlet.
with how many values? With 6 values.
first.
With 6 values. Then one
Okay, sir.
request comes to the server. Server will create 2 objects, mark. Not only 2 objects, there are so many objects, but as of now, I'm explaining to you only 2 objects. Server will create how many objects now? In this example, Two
Two
objects.
objects.
One is request object. Second one is called response object. I'm calling it's called HTTP servlet request, HTTP servlet response. Try to understand the flow. Tell me, who will create these two objects?
Server.
Server will create these two objects. Whenever the request comes from the user, from the HTML page, first a request comes to the server. Server will create two objects. One is request object, second one is called response object. Response object will contain empty, but request object will contain 6 values which is provided by the user. Understood now?
Sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If user sends 10 values, request object contains how many values now?
10 values.
10 values. These two objects are passed to either doGet or doPost of the servlet. You understood now?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
These two objects are passed to either doGet or doPost to the servlet. Because of that reason, look at now, either doGet or doPost is expecting two parameters or not. Come on.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Who is calling the doGet or doPost? We are calling or server is calling?
Server.
We are calling.
Server is calling. No, we are initiating. That's it. Actually, who is it? Are we saying anywhere doGet or doPost? Are we saying anywhere? No, right?
No, sir.
You are understanding? What?
Yes, sir.
Just you are clicking the hyperlink. Are you saying anything doGet?
No.
In your normal Java concept, if you want to call the print employee, you should call like this, nah.
Yes, sir.
If you want to call one M1 method, you should call like this, nah. Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
But are you
Okay, sir.
calling anything like that doGet and okay, you are passing any request object and a response object like this? Why you are in that much dull, ma? Are you calling like this?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Who is calling that? Server is calling.
Server is calling.
When server is calling, it's server responsibility. He should pass these two values or not.
Yes, sir.
Because of that reason, server will create two objects and those two objects are passed to the doGet or doPost. Not tell me, who is creating the request object? Who is creating the request object?
Server.
Server. Who is creating the response object?
Server.
Server.
Servlet.
Server, not servlet.
Server.
Servlet is expecting.
Okay, sir.
Please try to understand this. Still you are in dilemma. Okay. Now, I'm creating simple HTML page. Can you help me now? First, my page is called create employee.
Sure.
Create employee.html. Quickly help me, ma. First, I want to create a registration form.
Yes, sir.
So
Tell me, I'm waiting for you only.
Yes, sir.
in the body right form.
Create employee. Tell me. Body.
Create employee.
Form.
First. Form.
Action is equal to the
Action.
page.
Pardon?
Welcome dot. Action is equal to welcome dot Java.
Leave it welcome. Leave that welcome. Welcome.
Method is post.
Leave that one, ma. Tell me.
Input type equals to.
Method equal to post, these things I'll write later. Tell me inside form.
Okay.
Create the form.
Input type equals to text.
Vijaya, I didn't create any servlet till now. Asina, I'm not using this welcome servlet. I'm deleting this welcome servlet. How can you write action now? Can you write action now? Vijaya, you're understanding?
Yeah.
Leave that. Inside form. Tell me.
Input.
Come on, guys. Number. Input. Type equal to text. Name. We need to identify this. My name is Bilbo. Can I?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Next. Name. Input. Type equal text. Name equal to name or e-name. Can I?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Instead of writing like this, you know table?
Yes, sir. Table.
Can I use
TDTR.
Can I use the table for proper alignment?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for proper alignment, just I'm going to use the table. Okay, quickly I'm going to finish. Try to understand this now. I asked you to implement this so many times, but still you are in dilemma. I'm not getting why. Any questions on this? First row. Because now I'm creating multiple rows. What is second one? Name. Come on guys. Input type equal to name,
In
then gender. Input type equal to
Radio.
radio. Only one radio or multiple radios?
multiple.
Multiple radios. Okay. Now this I want to give one label is called male. I want one label is called female. And this is okay. Whatever I'm writing here, it is for displaying. But once you click on the data button, some data should go to the database, right? That is called value. Is that clear now? Whatever is there in the value, that will go to the database. Whatever is there outside the value, this one is for only for display. Is that clear now? Come on, guys. And
Yes, sir.
in the two radio buttons names must be same. Otherwise, it's given the option to select both, which is not valid. Input type equal to salary. You are with me? What I'm trying to do?
Yes, sir.
Input type equal to username, select password. Input type equal. Do we have any password field? Come on, ma. Do we have any password field? What happened, guys? Do we have any password field or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, grabbing. Okay, input type equal to password. Type, I can say reset, value. I want to say clear. Okay, I'm putting two buttons here. Submit. Whatever you want to change, you can change. Value. By default, it's coming submit. I want to change the name of the label, so that I'm going to write create. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Try this, run on server. Try this page. Coming on, registration form is come on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to decorate this table, align, enter. I'm going to add some H3 tag. I'm going to add employee. This also I'm going to add align center. Is it clear now? Are you able to see my form now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any questions till this point?
No, sir.
Once I click the submit button, I want to pass to my control. Okay, I'm going to add one control. Right click, new. Okay, what is now? Sublet. My sublet name is registration. Can I? Registration. Next. Okay, I don't want to get, I don't want anything. I want to go for only do get or do post. Finish. What I'm taking? Only do get or
Or do post.
do post. I'm not taking init and destroy. I'll tell you why I'm not taking. I don't want that. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Whenever, okay, what is how your sublet is going to be identified? By using what name?
Registration.
Registration. Can I change the name? Can I change the name?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now how it is going to be identified?
Create.
Create. I want to give some extension also. Dot do or dot action or dot htm. What is my extension?
.htm.
Okay, without extension also we can write. It's up to you. Dot htm or dot kiran. Whatever you want to give, you can give. But I'm going to use the standard name called dot htm. You know,
Okay, sir.
same thing I'm going to give provide into the form action. Any questions till this point?
No, sir.
Now, once I click on the submit button, now tell me, do get will be called or do post will be called?
Do get.
Do get will be called. How you are saying it's a do get is called? Because form by default take which request? Method equal to which request? Which one?
Do get. Get request, sir.
Is that clear now? Then do get will be called. If it is post, which one will be called?
Do
Post.
post.
Do post will be called. Okay, but I cannot write the logic in both the methods. So that even my control is coming to the do get, I want to transfer my control to the do post. Can I? Look at now. I am calling even my control is coming to the do get. I am passing my control to do post by passing request object and response object. So that I can write the logic in only one method, not in two methods. Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
You understood now? Yeah, next. Now, which method we are using? What kind of request we are using? Get or post? Now,
Get.
Now get.
right click, run as, run on server. Observe this. Okay, I'm entering some data here. 1001, Kiran, mail. Okay, salary 45,000. Okay, Kiran is my username. 1234 is my password. Create. Look at now. Whatever data you are sending, it's appearing in the address bar.
Okay, sir.
Come on, guys. Are you able to see?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What request? What request?
HTTP.
HTTP. Local host in the sense where your server is running.
Local
The
host.
local host.
If it is running in different machine, what is the, what we have to provide?
The IP address.
IP address. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next step. Okay, on which port number it's working?
1990.
9090. My application name, project name, application
Employee.
employee web. You understood that?
Yes, sir.
Employee web. What is the URL of the servlet? How servlet is going to be identified?
Create.html.
Create.html.
Any questions up to till this point? Any questions?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
You should understand in this way. That's what I'm asking the question every time. You should give the answers. Then only you will learn the concept. Otherwise, you will not learn the concept. After that, what is question mark? Question mark in the sense you are passing the query. What is first variable?
Employee number.
ENO. You remember this? It's an HTML page, text field name. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Value. What is the value?
1001.
1001. Value and variable is separated by what? Separated by what?
Equal.
Equal. Second variable is starting with which symbol?
And
And
Ampersand symbol. First variable is starting with question mark. Second variable onwards, ampersand. What is second variable? E-name. Value, Kiran. Gender, okay, male. Salary, username, password. You're able to see the password also, right?
yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Now, okay, if you use the get request, whatever you are typing, you are seeing in the address bar. Do you recommend this? Do you recommend this approach or not?
No.
No. Okay, so that instead of get, just go for post. Are you following now, Vijay, Ajay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right click, run on server. Now look at now, 1001, Kiran, salary, username, password I enter, create. Are you able to see anything? You are able to see address bar in the address bar?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Are you able to see anything in the address bar now this time?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Get request. This is post request. Now tell me, which one you recommend now? Get or post?
Post is better.
Post.
Why silence ma? Password is there. Password is a confidential data. We have to use
Yes,
post.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Post.
Why you are not giving the answers for this? At least these things. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now we are giving the post. Whenever you give the post, it will come automatically do post or not?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me. Once you click the submit button, take this diagram and tell me. First request goes to where? Server or sublet?
Server.
Server. Server will
Server.
how many objects?
2 objects.
Two objects. Your data is available in which object now?
Request object.
Okay. From request object, we want to take the data now. There is a method is called request dot get parameter. What is the method?
Request get parameter.
Inside this, give a variable name. What the variable name is coming here? Envo
E
name
number.
enter. Hey, in the get, everything is equal. In the post, we cannot see, but the data is coming. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Data is coming in the hidden format. Now, ENO. Whenever you see the ENO, what we are getting now? We are getting the employee number. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Capping to the left hand side variable. But keep in mind this, ENO is an integer. I want to convert it. I want to take the integer now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Are you able to see showing the error? Because
Yes, sir.
whatever is coming from the HTML page, by default it's coming in the string format. Which format?
String format.
Format. It's our responsibility. We should convert that into the integer. I told you there is a one wrapper class called integer, which is having the one static method is called parseInt. You remember that I told you this one?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This one. Integer dot parseInt. It is used to convert a string value to integer. The next one. Name. Same method. Request dot get parameter. Same method. Ename. What is this ename? It's ename or you can
Name.
ena also. Or it has to be ename.
Yeah.
What?
It should be name.
It should be ename. Why it should be ename? Because your field name. You're taking the data from where? It's a variable name. Yes or no, guys? Why silent?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, string. I'm going to take that equal to request data. Left hand side variables are your wish. Are you following, guys?
Yeah.
Left
Yes,
hand
sir.
variables are your wish. But whatever you are writing in the double quotes, that must be okay.
Present in the form.
Free form. Okay. Now request dot get parameter. It is salary. Tell me why error.
Salary is double.
It's coming in a string format. But what you are expecting?
Double
Salary
salary.
double. So that tell me double dot.
Double dot.
Parse.
Parse double.
Understanding the concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uname request dot get parameter username. String password request dot get parameter. Same method or multiple methods? Same method, right? Any questions now? We're extracting the data from which object?
Request object.
Request object. Excellent. Excellent. Extracting. Please make a note on this. I'll ask these questions again and again. Extracting data from request object. Okay, we'll try whether it will display, whether it's coming or not. Shall we show? Shall we see whether it's coming to the subnet or not?
Yes, sir.
We'll see whether it's coming or not. We'll see. System.out.println will display where on the console. Yes or no? We'll try this. Right?
Yes, sir.
Run as run. Yeah. So page came now. I'm entering 1001. Kiran, May 45,000. Kiran 1, 2, 3, 4. Create. Data came or not? Yes or not?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir. It came, sir.
Yes, sir.
HTML. Now you understood this diagram now. HTML is communicating with the data. HTML is passing the data to the subnet or not now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understood this diagram or not?
Yes, sir.
Anyone is having any questions till this point?
No, sir.
Tell me.
No, sir.
Okay. Data is passing from HTML to subnet. Yes, sir.
Server.
Server to subnet. By using which object?
Request object.
Request object. Excellent.
Request.
Request object. How subnet is taking the request object data? How subnet is taking the request object data?
From the server.
Server creates two objects.
That's over, ma. That's over. Request object came to subnet. My question here is, please try to understand the question first. How servlet will take the data from the request object?
By do get method.
What is that?
By do get method.
Request dot get parameter.
By the request object get parameter. Do get. Why we are using ma? Do get will be taken care by the server. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Okay. Now, do get is called or do post is called in this example.
To get it at first.
In this example, do get is called or do post is called. What Ajay? What Murali? What is called?
Just do post, sir.
Do post. How you are saying is do
Do
method equal to post.
Do post. Yes, sir. Post.
You're understanding my questions? Whatever I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Next. Now you understood this diagram now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this data I want to store into the database. Can you help me with the database? You help me now. Now data. Look at now. User is communicating with which page? HTML page, right?
Yes, sir.
Where is user now? User is here now.
Okay.
With me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming step by step without any confusion. I'm not explaining the entire application at a time. I'm dividing the application and I'm explaining. It should not be in any confusion. No.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Look at now he's communicating with this. Now user is communicating with HTML form. Now HTML is communicating with servlet. The data is coming from HTML to servlet or not?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to store this data into the Oracle database. Help me now. You know this concept already. Tell me. In the Oracle, we are having one table.
Yeah.
Right to say.
Yes, sir.
In Oracle, we are having one table. In the table, I want to store. Can you help me?
By using the DO class.
Excellent, excellent. Simple. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
generally, we can write JDBC here itself. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
don't write. Already told you, don't write. Okay. Write one DAO class. Enough. Yes or no? Right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
DAO class. Already you know, DAO will internally will use one DB connection class for loading the driver for getting the connection. Yes or no? Same approach I will use.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that it's a new one or it's already existing one?
Already existing one.
Already I told you, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, no. Now tell me, subnet is communicating with what now? DAO. Yes or no? DAO will use DB
Yes, sir.
connection and store
DB
it
connection.
into the database.
Database.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same diagram. Same diagram already I told you, the employee with employee. Now subnet is passing how many values? How many values?
6 values.
6 values. By using 6 values, DAO will generate insert query. Yes or no? Insert query with 6 values.
6 values.
Any questions, Vijay?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Now tell me, how many class you want still? How many class
How
you?
many class?
How many classes you want still?
How many classes?
How many classes you want still?
More 2 classes, sir.
More 2 classes. What are the 2 classes?
Um,
One
sir.
class.
Excellent. Whatever you're saying, exactly correct. DAO and second one is called DB connection.
Employee.
Uh,
Yes, sir. DB connection and employee client.
those are simple servlet class or simple Java classes.
Simple Java classes.
Excellent. Excellent. Right click. I'm writing a different package. Instead of controller, I'm giving the package name is called DAO. Can I?
Yes, sir.
My class name is called employee DAO. Finish. Okay. I'm going to get one more class. Simple Java class. Okay. Only. Okay. This I want to call it's called factory. I'll tell you why I'm saying the reason. DB connection. Look at my project structure now. Refresh. What? How many packages we have created now? One is controller. Controller contains what? Servlet. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Next to DAO. DAO contains what? Employee DAO class. Factory will one contains what? DB connection. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me. Take the control. Connection. Take this. What you will write? For your sake, just I'm typing. Otherwise, I would have copy paste. Help me.
Static.
Static,
that
try,
try.
catch. Yes or no? A dot,
Yes, sir.
print start trace,
Yes, sir. Start
driver name, string, driver, oracle dot, JDBC
Oracle.
dot. For your sake, I'm typing. Otherwise, I would have done the copy paste. Already we're having this code or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Already we're having this code. Okay. Dot for name.
That's
Okay. Passing driver.
okay.
Can I? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. String. What? How many? I want to get a connection. How many parameters you want?
You have
Six.
three
URL.
parameters.
JDBC colon.
URL.
JDBC colon. Oracle colon. In colon. Okay. At the rate.
Oracle at the rate.
Colon.
Local host.
One colon. Any questions?
Next.
No, sir.
No, sir.
String. Username.
Username.
Equal to
System. System.
String password.
you know what is JDBC steps?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Loading the driver, getting the connection. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Driver
Yes, sir.
start, get connection, we are passing URL, group name. Any questions to this point? Public, static, it is going to return connection object, create connection. Okay, simply returning connection object. Any questions? Simple DB
No,
connection.
sir.
If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Clear now? This connection I want to use in the employee DAO. Okay. Connection. Remember why I'm taking the why I'm loading into the connection? Only one time activity. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Only one time activity. Connection equal to DB connection done. Create connection. Public void add employee. Add employee. Add employee. Put try catch. I'll take specific one.
SQL exception.
SQL dot print trace.
Yes.
Okay. Now this add employee is taking 6 values. How many values are coming to here? How many values are coming? How many values are
Six
coming to
values.
user?
3.
3. Why dilemma? 3 values are not. Be careful. One shot 6 values. Sorry, not 3 values. Sorry. How many values are coming?
6 values.
6 values.
6 values.
6 values are coming. You want to show 6 values or only 3 values?
6 values.
6 values. Tell me the query. Tell me the query. Insert into.
Employee.
Employee.
Employee values.
How many question marks?
6 question marks.
6 question marks. Any doubts? Okay. Get statement. P statement. Equal to connection dot. Prepare.
Function dot
How many question marks we need
statement.
to get?
Statement dot pass.
One number. P statement dot set string. Two name. P statement dot
Statement.
set string. Three. Normal. Gender. P statement dot set double. Four. Seven. P statement dot set string. 5. Username. P statement dot set string. 6. Password. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
Yeah. This. Okay. I'm going to pass P statement dot include date. Update. Okay. It's going to return some integer value. Yes or no? return value I want to return. If you want return, I want return from outside. Okay. If you want return from the outside, the variable must be declared before the try block. I told you these all things in the last class itself.
Result.
Okay, but it must be initialized by default value because it's a local variable. Okay, no need to return, no need to declare inside. It should declare. And which value you are returning? Result. Result is of type integer. So the return type must be integer. Understood now the way I'm changing? Come on, guys. Okay. Now come.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. I want to call that method. If you want to call that method, create an object for the employee DAO. Employee DAO, EDO equal to employee EDO dot add employee, pass number, name, gender, salary, username, password. Enough. And you are getting some integer value. Yes or no? You are getting some integer value. Okay. Same like that. You can write if result is greater than 0, just say standard or pencil employee created else not created. Any questions?
No, sir.
You understood now the flow? Are we implementing this flow now? Yes or no? Come on, guys. Why silent? Am I audible? Yeah, Murali.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understood the flow now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You understood the flow? Tell me the table. Create table. First one.
Employee.
Table.
Employee. Employee number.
Oh,
Past case. Number. Five. Can you say the primary key?
Yes, sir.
Primary key. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Okay. ENO. Next name. Otherwise, I'll make it like a E name. E name. It's a varchar. Student. I can say gender. It's a varchar. It's 10 characters. Salary. Number. It's connected. Username. It's a varchar. Student. Password. It's a varchar. 10. Table created now.
Yes, sir.
Table created. Select star. Employee. Any rows? Do we have any rows?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Now we'll try now. Create employee, right click. It will give some exceptions. Try to understand the exceptions. Okay. Enter some value. Kiran. 45,000. Kiran. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create. It shows an exception. Tell me why this exception? Already you know. Past. Why this exception?
Class not found.
Why? Tell me. This driver is not finding. Yes or no?
So we have
Yes, sir.
We need to add. We need to add the jar file or not? We need to add the Oracle
Yes, sir. We need to add
jar file.
jar file.
Look at now. Right click. Tell me guys. Right click.
Build path.
Build the path.
Build path. Configure build path.
Oh,
Add external jars.
okay. Apply.
Oh, JDBC, yes, sir. Okay.
Is that clear now? It came into the reference.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If it is normal Java project, that is enough. But it is dynamic web project.
Yes, sir.
Now right click,
Okay, so again it should show the same error. Right click, run as, run on server. We added the jar file or not?
Yes, sir.
We added the jar file. Okay, but even then, let's now 1001. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create. It shows the same exception. Is that clear now? Because in the dynamic web project, after adding the jar file to the project, we need to add to the deployment assembly. Another step. Right click. Are you able to see? Build path. Configure build path. At left hand side, are you able to see deployment assembly?
Yes, sir.
Just click on the deployment assembly. Please make a note on this all things guys. Deployment assembly. There is an option called add. In this one,
Add.
Java build path entries. In this one, OJDBC. After adding that, finish. It should add here now. We need to add to the deployment assembly. Apply. Okay. Clear now. Right click, run server. Now look at now, it will come now. What I do? Shut the server first. Right click, run server. Okay. 1001. Kiran. Mail. 45,000. Username is Kiran. Password is 1234.
1, 2, 3,
Create.
4.
Created or not?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys. Yeah. Go to this page. Data cable.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at now. I'm going to insert one more record. Go to this place. Come back. Run server. Name. Name I'm entering below. Okay. Mail. Salary is equal to 56,000. Okay. Below. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create. Got it right? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Not created.
Employee?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's already added here. I hope I clicked 2 times. Unique constraint failed. 1002. We cannot enter 2 times, na? Primary key. Yes, sir. It's a
Yes, sir.
concept. That's what it says that employee not created. Okay. Now, but actually, whenever you click the submit button, where the message is coming, employee created message is coming where? In the console, right?
Console.
In the console.
Yes, sir.
But the user will not see the console always, right? User will focus on only on the browser.
In the browser. Yes, sir.
Console will run in different location. You are running the Facebook application. You are seeing the Facebook application, but Facebook application you are seeing the any console or you are seeing only web page.
Only on web page.
Only web page. Okay, we should give the proper message to the user in the web page only. If you want to give that, don't write system.out.println. Before that, create one object is called print writer. What is it? Print writer out equal to any variable, not only out, it can be any variable. On response dot get writer. Whenever you invoke get writer method on the response, you will get print writer object. Okay, on print writer, say don't say out print, just say system out dot print. Out is not system dot print. Okay, I'll do one thing. I can say PW. Is it okay? With me.
Yes, sir.
The system.out.println will display on the console. Print writer will display on the web page. We'll see now. Okay, number 1003. Okay, I'm going to email 1234. Create. Are you able to see any message here now?
Yeah. The employee is created.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
You're understanding how I'm displaying on the web page?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, these are ways, guys. You understood what is servlet? Okay, to introduce servlet now onwards, our life is very simple. Okay, only today's class is important class. How to add the server, how to create a servlet, and how the communication is happening. You understood this diagram now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Tell me, user is communicating with what here? Page or servlet? User is communicating with web page or servlet?
Web page.
Web page.
Web page.
How web page is communicating with servlet?
Through server.
Pardon?
Through server.
To serve. Okay. No. By using what? Hyperlink or form? Hyperlink and form. Is that clear now? Request. Hey,
Yes, sir.
please try to understand the questions properly, ma. I'm not asking that where the request is going. I'm asking that how the HTML page is moving the servlet. That's my question. You should say using either hyperlink or form. Is that clear now?
Oh,
Yeah, tell me. Okay, tell me how your form is communicating with servlet. How it is initiated? By using
Get or post.
what are they? Hyperlink or
Okay. Hyperlink or form.
form.
hyperlink or form. Yes, sir.
First request goes to where? Server or form?
Request goes.
Server.
Request goes to server first.
Server first. Server will create how many objects?
2 objects.
2 objects. Your data will be placed into which object?
Request object.
Request object. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Request object. Your request is placed into the request object. Sorry, your data will be placed into the request object, and those objects are passed to servlet. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, so okay. Now tell me how servlet is taking the data from the request object.
To get parameter.
By using get parameter.
Get parameter.
Okay. Now, my next question:
Okay, sir.
how servlet is communicating with DAO? How?
We're using a Java class.
Okay, by creating an object and invoking that method. Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
That's it. Okay, I'm stopping here. Clear? You please try to complete the JDBC stuff and this stuff by next class.
Okay, sir.
Simple request, if you are not practicing this, you will not understand anything in the future. Meaning, you will understand whatever I'm explaining to you, but you will not understand okay how to practice.
Okay, sir.
Clear now?
Yeah.
You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm done. If anybody is having any questions, you can ask me now. Otherwise, in 1 hour, I'm going to post this one. Before that, work on the JDBC, then try to work on this, and try to create this environment. If you're facing anything, if you're facing any issue by placing, please let me know. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
First create the environment. First create the environment and try to work on this application. Registration form you should complete. You should
Okay,
complete
sir.
registration form. Please keep in mind that. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Sir, try to post this video, sir. Yesterday I waited for a long time for yesterday's video and it is
Because
posted.
I'm posting, but your email ID I typed wrong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought that 2 years are there. Okay. After 1 hour I'll play.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay then. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, sir. Bye.